Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a 2v2v game on Magma Mines. On Team A, on the left side, also known as Team Red, we have the Red Zerg player. It is Yelwarak with a fairly inappropriate spinning thing there, and the Red Terran player Inferion, sporting a Texas logo flag thing. And from Team Blue, we have the Blue Zerg player. It is Yodel from SI Clan. That's a pretty cool logo. I like that. And his friend, the Terran player, Bloody Parrot. Alright, so here we are with a ZVT versus a ZVT 2v2 game. I haven't done a team game in a while, so I figured I'd go ahead and toss one up here on the channel for you guys who are always asking for 2v2s. Again, I cast what I'm given. So if you play a nice high-level 2v2 or 3v3 or 4v4, let me know. Send it to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com and I'll probably cast it. Honestly, I'm so low on team games. I like to cast mono battles. Those are fun too, if you have some of those to send on over. Anyway, Drone Scout here from Yodel. Team Blue is scouting, checking things on out. Doesn't see anything too crazy from the Red Zerg player because he went hatch first over here, just like Yodel did on his own side of the things. So nobody's 6 pooling or 12 pooling, or whatever it is now. Both of the Terran players are working on their gas. They're working on their barracks. We might see some Reapers here. I don't know if I'm going to name them. I don't know if I'm going to name Reapers. Okay, that's a Marine anyway. In team games, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Alrighty then. So Yalwarak says that's incredible. Bloody Parrot says what? What is so incredible here? Bloody Parrot's taking the expansion at the gold, not giving it to the Zerg, which is interesting. Usually players will give it to the Zerg. I don't know what level this game is. So let's check the APM. It's pretty low APM, so probably not Masters or GM or anything like that. But still, team games are fun, and that's why we are here. Finally, a spawning pool coming up for the Zerg players. They're both working on spawning pools. Yep, Yodel's is done. Feels like Yodel's a little bit ahead of his opponent here when it comes to what he is doing. Income tab, 21 harvesters, up 19 to 21. Red team has a slight advantage on that worker lead, but not enough to make a huge difference. These are cool. Look at that. I don't know what it's doing exactly, but I mean, is it causing the wind that is making these things? I don't know. It's a fun little doodad, though, that's for sure. Yelwarak checking to see where Yodel's base is, saying that is not very well protected. I bet Speedlings could wreck that. Could wreck it, but nobody really making a huge swell of Lings at all. Overlord getting shoot away by the Marine here at the Zeldong Watchtower in the south portion of the map. Does manage to escape over a lava chasm that the Marine cannot chase him over, but he can go around. He can go around. He really wants to kill his Overlord. Overlord heads back up north and says, "Ha-ha! You thought you could kill me." And then slow Lings show up to take down this Marine. Get into a good position, Marine. And he's trying. He's trying. Only 2 Lings can hit him, but he doesn't take down a single Ling with him before he gets murdered. Murdered by the Lings and their little claws. Alright, what's our production tab show? Starport on the way for Bloody Parrot, so Team Blue is going to have a starport. Team Red, factory. No sign of a starport, though, quite yet. Is making a reactor on his factory, so possibly a Hellion opening. That seems like that would be pretty good. Spinecrawler for defense coming up for Yalwarak. I'm not sure what he's worried about. Hasn't really scouted anything because there's nothing to scout. I mean, nobody has anything right now. I guess 18 Lings for the Red Zerg player and 8 Lings for his corresponding Blue Zerg player, but just 2 Marauders for Red Terran and 4 Marines and a Widowmine for Blue Terran. So there's really not much happening from the Terrans, but Speedlings from Yelwarak. Like I said, this base seems very vulnerable. A transfer of drones to the natural base of Yodel. And yeah, some Lings trying to deal with this thing, but guess what? Lings ready to rock. Taking everything out. Yodel leaves the game at this Speedling attack. Just absolutely quits. And what is Bloody Parrot going to be able to do here? Widowmine could get some shots off on these Lings, killing a few of them. Whoa, killing more of them too, and defensive Lings from Yodel. Getting rid of the 1, so it's 1v2 right now. Bloody Parrot, can he hold on? He has the ability to, I mean, he gets all the income from his friend there, who's still mining because he's a computer. And now he just has to control multiple bases and multiple armies and like 400 potential supply at once. So Bloody Parrot Can he come back and win this thing? That would be interesting. That would be super impressive here. Yellowrack says, I'm not sure why I stayed on the ramp. The pathing was weird. Inferion shows up with some Marauders to take out this third base from the now vacant Yodel. So Yodel's gone. He's going to lose that space. I'm not sure anybody really cares. Some Widowmine shots there from Inferion as well. Killing Lings. I don't know. Bloody Parrot's trying to do this thing. He might just go Mass Marine by the looks of it. He's got barracks up the wazoo. He's making so many of them. He's floating a ton of money because, again, this extra base that he's got. I don't know if he's even going to try to save the hatcheries that his friend had or his teammate had earlier. Anyway, that third base is gone now. The natural base is being assaulted by, I think, a single Ling. Yep, the natural base being assaulted there. I don't see the red team really expanding that much or really making that huge of an army. I mean, there's a Spire on the way, which could be good, could be bad, but that is reactor, reactor, reactor on all of these barracks that our friend Bloody Parrot is making. So he's just going straight up Tank Marine. Can't argue with the decision. Tank Marine is good here. He is absolutely doing pretty, I mean, what I think he should do based on the situation. So Ling's still hacking away at this natural base. There are some Marauders on his team that are nearby. They are not insisting that they should help, though. Inferion is taking the gold base in the south portion of the map. Nobody's taking the gold base in the north portion of the map because there are rocks protecting those. Finally, the Marauders get on in the act, and the hatchery for the natural base of, again, the gone Yodel explodes in a shower of blood. Kablorps and Broodlings come in and try to get some kills on the Marauders, but no, that's not going to work very well. So single tank for Bloody Parrot. Is he making more? Just 10 Marines at a time with combat shield. With +1 attack, he's getting an armory as well. +1 attack has completed. That is good news. That is great news for Bloody Parrot. Another tank pops on out, another one in production. So just going straight up Marine tank with medevac support. He's going to try to do this, and I don't know. It's a pretty good contain right now. There are roaches for Yellowrack at the bottom of the ramp for Bloody Parrot. There are Widowmines spaced out very nicely as well. Yellowrack is taking a third base of his own along this bottom left side. So Team Red's doing everything right here. Corruptors coming out for Yellowrack. And yeah, it's just, I mean, it's going to be 28 Marines and 3 tanks versus 8 Marauders. Widowmine shots there. Tank fire doing extra damage to those Marauders. The Roaches, too, not a great choice based on the tank count up here. So the Marauders on the low ground trying to do some stuff, but they can't burn down the barracks. I'm not sure if it will get repaired, but it is on fire, which you can hear. Scan on the high ground there, too, just to see what we're dealing with. And they take down the barracks. The Marauders stemmed back in there and did manage to take it out. Production tab continuing for Bloody Parrot, though. He's got +1 vehicle weapons on the way. He's got Liberators coming in. I like that. So he has his medevacs. Now he's working on some Liberator play, which is great against Roach, which is great against Marauder because they can't shoot up whatsoever. Not even the tiniest of bits. All right, so what are we looking at? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 bases for Team Red and effectively 3 for Team Blue. So I feel like the longer this goes on, the harder it's going to be for Bloody Parrot to do anything in this game. And again, the concern here is if you move out, then one of the armies just comes in and wrecks all your stuff while the other army holds you off. So you have to be overwhelmingly powerful to win in a 1v2, which, I mean, Bloody Parrot, again, doing what he can. Production tab is staying healthy, which is great. And was that actually, hang on, was that Inferion making Liberators? Did I misattribute that? I might have, actually. Hold on. I did. Okay, so no Liberators, just kidding. Bloody Parrot is continuing to make medevacs, which he has a lot of. He has 9. He's working on his 10th right now. And just expanding everywhere. Here is Inferion. So exactly what I said they should do. They finally started to listen to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bases. 10 bases for Team Red, and Team Blue's on 3. When you have a third of the number of bases that your opponents have, it's not a good thing. Liberator tries to come on in. There are missile turrets playing a perimeter defense inside Bloody Parrot's main base, so that's not going to work. And it's just a soft contain. I feel like Bloody Parrot should move out. I mean, his army supply is great. He is rivaled by Yellowrack. What does Yellowrack have, though? 25 roaches and 6 corruptors. Yeah, he can handle that. He can deal with that with his tanks. So he's setting up some drop action. Bloody Parrot's loading up with his medevacs, trying to do some stuff. Oh crap, Widow Mine shot. Oh, brutal. Oh, that was brutal. Is that another Widow Mine shot taking out yet another one of those, maybe? Holy shamoly. Alright, so maybe we need to kill some Widow Mines if we're going to get out of here, is what Bloody Parrot is thinking. Working on +2/+2 for his bio. What does our friend Inferion have for his upgrades? +1/+1. There we go for his ranged Marines, trying to get rid of those Widow Mines. Oh crap. Big old Widow Mine shots there. A lot of these Marines are low on health, but they do have medevac support. So that is good news here. Is that, that's Inferion's Widow Mine. You need to scan again. I think you might want to scan again before the cooldown happens. Medevac healing should have plenty of energy to heal these guys up. Concussive Shell being researched by Bloody Parrot. And again, just making so many Marines. Widow Mine says, goodbye, Medevac. Thank you for playing. Ah, and he hurts. It hurts all of the Marines that were just getting healed up there. All right, so more Medevacs come in to heal up. The Liberators set up shop. I don't know what Bloody Parrot has against Liberators. Unless he just stims in there and tries to burn them down. They're not really supported by anything, these Liberators. There are some roaches in the background and some Corruptors here too. Alright, so tanks, flying tanks, and the Marines, and Bloody Parrot is just hanging out. I don't know if he can even really do any damage here. Is he just turtling at this point? I worry that's exactly what he's doing, and he can't afford to do that. He's going to lose. More Liberators showing up for Inferion. He has a lot of them, 12. 12 of them. The Marines walk right on up and try to take down the Liberators. They have stim, but they can't reach the ones that are too far away. Get out. Get out. Oh man, 6 kills, 5 kills, 7 kills. These Liberators are going to town on everything. Sending a changeling up into the base is Yelwarak. Some lings running in here too, and Yelwarak just shows right up. Here we go. Yelwarak, roaches, corruptors, and here comes the drop though by Bloody Parrot. There are spore crawlers here, but the tanks making quick work of them. The roaches destroying everything that Yodel had. And this is what I said, if you move out, you're in a world of hurt here. So basically, the Team Red is going to base race right now. Bloody Parrot with his +2/+2 Marines with stim and with combat shield is taking down Yelwarek's main base, including spine crawlers, including evolution chamber. Infestation pit gone too. Yodel has been revealed. And yeah, it's just a matter of time right now before Team Blue loses all their stuff. Can Bloody Parrot do enough damage to possibly win this thing or possibly force the other team to pull back? If you're Team Red, I think you just base race it. I don't think you really need to engage here with Bloody Parrot at all. He has a lot of DPS, but it's not a ton. It's not a ton, and there are so many buildings. So many buildings for Team Red right now. It's just not going to happen. Broodlords and Corruptors taking out the tanks very easily. Marines trying to take out the Broodlords. One of them a little bit too close to the edge of the natural base of Yelwarak, but the rest of them happily out there. Caustic spray being used on the flying command center, orbital command, which you don't see a lot there. All the tanks are gone. All that's left here for Bloody Parrot is Marines. They walk right through some defender mode circles that's been set up by Inferion, but now not being repositioned are their Liberators. Dude, says Yelwarak. Marines continuing to absolutely destroy things here, but I mean, what is left? He pulled the army back. Inferion has left the game. What is going on? No, Bloody Parrot cannot win this thing. There are lings, there are a lot of roaches, but again, it's +2/+2 on those roaches. Can the Marines do this thing? Lings, Broodlords, I think, are the big problem here. Good game from Bloody Parrot. Good game from Yelwarak. All the Marines are getting destroyed here. Medevacs as well, and Yelwarak, man, he was bad to his teammate. Signs off, leaves the game. And Inferion and Yelwarak are victorious. Well played indeed by Team Red. Yeah, it kind of stinks that Yodel left earlier than he needed to. That Ling attack did get held. If he'd stuck around, he would have seen it got held there. Might have actually been some use instead of just leaving and leaving Bloody Parrot to his own devices. But good job by Yelwarak getting Broodlords. I did not see that coming. And some good Corruptors there too. Had a nice Roach army 151 total supply in the end was enough to get it done. So well done to Team Red. Team Blue takes the loss today. Valiant effort, though, by Parrot. And yeah, so that's it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.